Fella come back, he say, hey, Ole come. Took us upstairs. Then we see the other 6 guys, so we all are in one room. But the next room adjacent to where we was, it was the so-called room, I'm gonna forget the name of the room. SDL room. And it had a wrought iron gate where the guys and them were pointing with this case. It was wrapped around with some wires. And then we thought, well, there's a bomb to blow us up on thing.
Wow. Yeah,
So then,
I can't imagine that, we'll take it in parts as well. Lennox, I want to bring you in here, but I do understand that we have a video to show from you before we get into the conversation. So let's take that in now.
As soon as stability was restored to the country, the Speaker's task was to restore the Red House.
After all was over and done, the Red House was in a total mess. The desecration was indescribable. You had dead bodies that had to be taken out, but what remained behind was the stench, and the Red House was really turned upside down, not to talk about the condition of the chamber. Again, bad as things were in terms of the economy, we could have called in one of the ministries to see about cleaning up and that, the initial cleaning up and all of that. However, I invited the people of Laventille to come and assist with the cleaning up. People came to the chamber from as far off as Faizabad to assist in that initial cleaning up process. The mace was badly damaged, and we had to get expert help in order to restore the mace in the that was in the parliament at the time. And the people of Laventille, through an organization which I remember as MLIO, Morval Laventille Improvement Organization, they were the ones who foot the bill for the repairs to the mace. And others as well, we appealed for people to make contributions towards the restoration of the Parliament Chamber and the Red House. It is not that the government would have been unable to find the money, but again, we wanted to, and I wanted to involve the people.
Now, Lennox, while much attention is obviously given to the attempted coup itself, fewer people actually know what happened afterwards. So we just saw this video. Now, tell us a little bit about MLIO's role in helping to restore the parliament following that crisis.
Yes, indeed. Well, of course, once again, thank you for having me. And for a very long time now, I wanted to tell this story, but I was hesitant about the motivation having regard to certain waters that have now settled. But that being as it may, MLIO would have been conceived as a community-based, community-initiated, community-administered organization designed to treat with the problems of at-risk youths in Laventille in particular. And of course, eventually we recognize that many other parts of Trinidad and Tobago.
The frequency of fearless conversation, 91.1
This is Destra,
FM.
and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang,
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nice, nice. As we take in 2 of our own that giving us the history of what went on in the attempted coup back then, the 1990 coup, eh? As our very own Lennox Smith, their group MLIO did the restoration. within the parliament there, which he will explain that when he get here. Well, let me say pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, a pleasant good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister island, Tobago. Tobago, good morning to you.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Welcome to the Ground Report. Monday edition, eh? How was your weekend? Did anyone get murdered over the weekend? Well, on top of the list is that release of voice recording of the conversations of two citizens. Very interesting. Something like that was not even reached in the public domain. How did it reach? God alone knows. A lot of implicit languages. A lot of little racial undertones. But again, something like that was not to reach in the public domain. So I want to believe national security dropped the ball big time. That ain't coming across good because again, how would you as a citizen feel? If your private conversations are being accepted just so. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. So all are wrong, including the conversations of the two individuals. All, everybody. But how was your weekend? What's on your front burner this morning? I must say a pleasant good morning this morning to just all in sundry. Boise McCann, all of you, Malcolm X, all of you that are locked on. Ravi, aka Postman.com. I'm a partner, Ravi Dongde Marabella. Good morning to you all. I want to also encourage each and every one of you to encourage your children that have kids that are going back to school, or if you and all have kids going back to school, we must give the support to who supports the Ground Report. And without fear or favor, I ask you, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, that follows the Ground Report, listens to the Ground Report, get all your family members early in the game, just say Pitbull Price, to go visit Michael's Mohammed bookstore. And you all will get all the location, various locations. Yes. So make sure you all get all the back to school books at Michael's Mohammed bookstore. I'll leave the lines open while I organize to go through the various papers here. Well, no, I like the one. I like the Guardian. I like that one. Guardian CNC3 papers. I like that one. Yeah. So while I organizing that there, United Times, a pleasant good morning to you. And how was your weekend?
Pleasant good morning to you as well, Andy. My weekend was a very, very packed one. I did enjoy some community football at Maloney Gardens this weekend. Great initiative by a group of young men that puts on the football every Java vacation, July-August vacation.
Wow. So good. Very good. Very, very good. And what anything over the weekend that was trending that went across your mind in any way?
Well, definitely the most trending thing across Trinidad and Tobago is the leaked phone conversation, and a lot of people asking how and why and who leaked it and who is tapping phones and if they have the right to tap phones in this country and you know that's the conversation across the board presently.
Yeah, boy.
We have some calls here though.
Yeah. Let's take the calls early there while get on to this paper here. Go ahead, caller.
Welcome, morning.
Yeah, Stefan, morning to you and morning to you listeners. Stefan,
Not Stefan.
what is being revealed? Yeah, what is being revealed here
Not Stefan.
is
The
that
ground report.
there needs to be a threshold as it relates to how the minister or any minister exercises these powers. Whether the Hadids are innocent or guilty, that is besides the point at this time. There needs to be a clear threshold established to know when the state can detain somebody under these PDOs. Because what is even also troubling is the fact that the minister revoked the PDO, right, in face of the allegation, right, and also in face of his adamant that they're supposed to be behind prison on this PDO. We in studying the special treatment that they both get, the Hadi to watch the game or his wife to go home and bathe and eat and all these different things. There needs to be a threshold so that the minister can just get up in the morning and say, you see what Stefan said on the show last night? Me like that. And just issue a PDO. That is ridiculous. And anybody who is operating within the means of the law, that ought to be unacceptable to them because there must be some threshold for the state to exercise this type of power against any one of its citizens. And the government knows that because they would not like if they are not in that position and some other minister is just exercising this thing willingly without a threshold being established. You're just taking away people's freedom. As I say, this is no thing to determine if they're guilty or innocent. But the fact remains is, why didn't he revert to the conditions of the appeal court, where they would have been under police guard and they wouldn't have no communication devices and a number of different things? Why he didn't do that? You just throw up your hands in the air and say, well, all right, are revoking the PDO now? And it's Johan Henry, not Johan Barry, is the guy name. He don't have no medical challenges as well. If he had the resources to go the route that he had to go, wouldn't he be denied the same speedy trial in front of the Privy Council? So shouldn't he be released also? Oh, it's too much games, and people playing smart with foolishness. These politicians and them are fully aware of the lacuna in this law, and they need to establish a threshold so that regardless of who the minister is, some things must be met before you decide to just take away somebody's freedom indefinitely until the end of the SOE, which continues to roll over and over and over.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, thank you very much, caller. Very interesting, very interesting. So as you mentioned, the trend at this point in time is that phone conversation that nobody don't know how that end up out there in the public domain. Well, you see some people, other people concerns, which on the going report we all had was the first to raise that concern, which is again, no politician should have that level of power to be able to do such thing. And we see the little hole within the law that need to be fixed. But we also have to remember and remind people that that law was always there. The UNC government did not bring or make that law. That law was always there on the books. And I want to believe that Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the great woman that she is, that she will make the various recommendations and changes accordingly to deal with that aspect of a law that they meet there. Right, the headliners. in the Guardian is saying, clear the air on audio tape. Legal experts urges government to say if leak Sabga Hadid phone conversation clip is authentic. It raised concerns about a wiretapping. You also have here CCJ awaits CARICOM referral on Bonnet reappointment. We also see here in the Guardian, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All of the lines are open. The MV.
We have a number of calls on this side.
Go ahead, take the call.
Hi, good morning, welcome.
Good morning. My boy, Pitbull, you take it down easy in Jesus' name. I'm glad to hear this morning, you hear?
Yes.
And do the right thing, my child, in Jesus' name.
All right,
Okay,
no problem. All you hear me every morning, you know. If all in hear me is because definitely I maybe can't make it, but all you hear me every morning. Oh boy. Come on, let me take a next one day if you have one here. Go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy. Thank you for taking the call. I'll let us only take my call. So I said, let me call on the next side. Director, morning. Lennox.
Good morning.
Morning, Lennox. If we return to the studio. Andy and Snipe. And my second morning to the children, whether they're going to camp, parents, there's no dull time taking up books with your children. We used to get licks of spelling and reading and them kind of thing long time. You see that first caller? Let me tell you a special good morning, young man. Even 60 years are calling you a young man. And what the caller said is right. And what you have been saying, Andy, let's say the tables turn. Who the UNC go call to go in front of the Red House and protest? The pushback movement? Who we my ticket goes to be able to drop a letter here? We playing smart with foolishness, you know.
Yeah, but the first year, let us know what you're talking about. What you're talking about?
The PDO and the action that this government is taking currently. Right? A lot of inmates in that prison who is locked up unlawfully below this PDO. Their health is a serious concern too. You know much of them sick? You know much of them in Eton? You know much of them dying slowly while in imprisonment below the CDO?
Yeah, but we can't say. We can't say yet that they are locked up unlawfully. Remember, the Hadids and them was released by the legal body. Right? Oh yes, we know that the law have to change. Yes, we know that something is totally wrong with it. But it is the law. Where's the pronunciation? They say the tribunal. The tribunal, right? The tribunal, which is the legal organization that comes with that PDO, they recommend that release. Yes, the minister wanted a review of it. When he did get a review of it, he and all come and within the law took the advice of the tribunal, which is the law. All we'll be talking about is the law. Until it change, no law haven't been broken.
They said the detention were wrongfully.
You cannot still say that. As
Lennox Smith, let me move on.
As Lennox Smith in studio, no, because we need to get it clear. As Lennox Smith in studio, right? Because I'm sure he will agree with what I'm saying. At the end of the day, that law, that tribunal, that whole PDO, or as everybody's speaking about, have always been there. It is a part of the law. Yes, we see in whereby it have some things that the politicians, well, this political party, the UNC, because them in power, have to go back and make changes to it. But that was always the law. Whoever lock up is not lock up illegally. They have the opportunity to go go to the tribunal, and the tribunal could make their recommendation. Yes, the minister could refuse, but the tribunal recommendation is law. Lennox Smith, am I wrong? Am I right?
You are absolutely correct, my friend. Good morning to all and sundry. Incidentally, my pardon me for not engaging earlier, but I was on the TDT
we take
interview.
We take it in. So we did switch it across.
I want to say
we did switch it across Lennox Smith before your thing. So everybody know you what went on with your interview. We did. We was on your interview live. It was live.
Okay,
yeah. So
great.
that done. We done cover that. So now you go ahead, Lennox Smith.
Yes. Once a state of emergency has been declared, then that is all part and parcel of the process. However, there is a school of thought that is now engaging in not only legal experts, but I see that the apex court, the Privy Council is also considering, and that has gone back to 2011, where Ramesh Lawrence Muraj, a former Attorney General, has brought the matter to the attention of the Privy Council for adjudication. It will be adjudicated upon, but that's a different story altogether. In other words, they're saying that the entire purpose for the SOE as a crime-fighting mechanism is unconstitutional. That is where they are going. So just in case, I just want to make sure that the caller and others understand where we are going. It's not that a state of emergency should not be, but when it is implemented as the government believes it has been, as indeed the PNM when they were in office just before the 28th of April last year, did the same thing, used the SOE as a crime-fighting tool. And the argument is now before the Privy Council and elsewhere, even our local courts, is that ought not to be, and therefore it is unconstitutional. In other words, it must be a national emergency. You cannot have a police service. You cannot have entity responsible for crime and criminality and then call a state of emergency to assist them. No, it's supposed to be a state of emergency to that affects the entire country, like maybe an earthquake, like a hurricane, and maybe some other social acts such as what happened in 1990 on the 27th of July, which we are commemorating, if that is a proper term, today. So it is in those circumstances, and that is where the argument is. For the time being, until the courts decide, as far as the reason for having a state of emergency is concerned, that is being debated in terms of whether or not it should be used as a crime-fighting tool. But when it is implemented, certainly PDO is part and parcel of the whole process.
Nice. You could go ahead now with your conversation, with your other topic or issue that you would like to raise, Anderson Wilson. Because again, on the ground report, we don't want to mislead nobody. We can't say what the government doing is unconstitutional. Not on the ground report. It is constitutional until changes are made.
Yeah.
So in other words, all what the government doing is right.
Again.
That what you are saying?
You ask all what the government doing for now, they are right. They're right.
Okay. All right. Let me say good morning.
Because it's constitutional.
Okay. No. Let me get this clear. I don't think anybody loves the UNC more than me. I love the UNC to my heart. So when they're going wrong, I not to do like others. I say, yeah, Kamala going good. UNC going good. UNC not looking good right now. And my second morning to some good people in the UNC. My second morning to Dr. Munilal, who had always supported, whether in good and rough times, Jolin John. I talk about those who will support each other and others. And I want to say a special good morning to the CEO of the Port of Spain General Hospital and others, Andy. They may know themselves. Andy, I love my UNC. And you might tell me before I leave. This thing with the unlawful tapping of phones, guys, the next thing will come up. It's also that the citizen of this country, you know.
So again, all right, hold 1 minute again. Because again, we had to be politically correct. We have to be, whenever we diverging information, we have to be very correct. So you are saying the UNC tap people's phone? Is it that you are saying?
I'm not saying the UNC. You're listening.
Let's hear.
Tapping of people's phone. Next thing you will hear. That was unlawful. And how much money who had to get back and thing. These people will be looking for redressal.
Good. Now let the public know who tapped the people phone.
The government do it.
Oh my God.
The government.
Oh my God. Next caller.
Listen. It is well established that the price of democracy is very high. I just said to the interviewer earlier that it was Ronald Reagan who said that every generation has a commitment to democracy, and if we don't, well, of course, we lose it. Right? Government by the people, of the people, and for the people. And we saw that, as I said, in 1990 when there was a violent assault on our democracy. So I have no difficulty if it is that at the end of the day, because of our democratic traditions and the keeping of our democratic institutions at bay, or put another way, hold them to account, that financial let's say benefits are derived from the courts because somebody did something wrong. That is part of the process. So I have no difficulty with that. I'm not concerned about that. That's the price of democracy. The thing about it is whether or not the safety and the stability of the society or the country called Trinidad and Tobago was served or not. To me, that is how it is. And if it is that those agencies that are supposed to secure us, to look after our interest, safety in a democracy, because we have the right to speak, etc. And at the same time, there is a mechanism to suspend some of those rights because of a particular situation, but right. So that has been done. Let the process go through, and where the chips fall, let it fall, and therefore we correct or we continue, and the democracy must not be affected in one way or another. Otherwise, we will be in total jeopardy. That's all I'm saying. And I was at the tail end of your conversation with respect to the Minister of Homeland Security and that matter that is before the courts with the Abood. Well, I want to say that the minister made it very clear. We said it last week, and I think it is worth reiterating, repeating, that one, he looked at the time when the Privy Council said they would be able to look at the matter in October. That would be past or post the closing of the terminating of the SOE. Two, his health. And of course, his wife would have been the first responder because they didn't accept independent government-initiated doctor. So therefore, in all of these circumstances, and having regard to what the tribunal said, he rescinded that PDO. But in the case of the Abood, no, that did not happen. She is now, I think today, she's going back to court to argue, and of course the minister maintains that natural justice was not served because he wasn't given an opportunity to at least disclose to the tribunal. I'm sure that he has a very elaborate, I think it's a 9-page affidavit statement.
You say Abood.
You say Abood. Before you guys continue this, let me do this.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Yeah, I think you make a wrong name. You mentioned something about Today Court and Abood. Or is Hadid you're talking about?
No. We had two Hadids and one Abood. The lady, the senior citizen.
Is a Sabga or Abu? I think she's a Sabga.
Yes, sorry, Sabga, sorry.
Oh,
my
because
mistake.
saying something wrong.
So I'm wrong there. Yeah, Sabga, sorry about that. All right, my profuse apology. So Sabga, yes,
Sabga,
the
which is
Sabga
the
lady.
auntie.
Yes.
The auntie will be
Yeah, the
going back.
auntie, yes,
Right.
yes,
Let
and
us
the
hear.
mother-in-law, yes.
Yes, let us hear what the auntie
Sabga,
now,
sorry about that.
who was having the conversation with the Hadid wife.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
She know what it is they're saying about her.
He did not resend hers because her circumstance was different, and of course based on whether it was leaked or not, what we have been hearing, certainly he felt that she ought not to be given the opportunity to have her PDO rescinded. All right.
And
Again,
that
people,
will be based on what it is we heard her
it's
saying.
Sabga, not Abu. The Sabga,
Sabga.
not Abu. All right? Okay.
All right. So Trinidad and Tobago time check. It's 54 minutes past. Do we have any break to take their snipes, or we will go up till the news out time?
We definitely have a break to take.
All right, you go ahead and take that break while things get warm up.
Seven remarkable young women, one prestigious crown, and countless stories waiting to be told. Join us on Thursday, July 30th at the Show Park Complex for the Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Competition 2026, themed Daughters of Drums and Dreams. Witness Khadijah Lovell, Rochelle Frank, Michelle Williams, Nakia Gardiner, Tashia Star Jones, Kiara Bailey, and Yankee Murray as they honor the legacy of Tobago's extraordinary women and compete for the coveted title. Showtime is 8 p.m. Admission $150 for adults, $100 for children ages 6 to 17, while children under 5 and seniors over 60 enter free. Follow Tobago Festivals for more information.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion.
Energy starts here. Yo, Stamina Energy. Stamina Energy. Stamina Energy is the truth to keep me pumping, baby. To keep me moving. To keep me grooving. To keep me pumping. All night and day. Energy rise. So go all night. It's Stamina Energy that give me life.
Stamina Energy. Rise to the occasion. Available now in strawberry lemonade. Only 5 calories. Pure energy.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This back-to-school season, let's make sure no child gets left behind. TTT Limited is hosting its annual back-to-school drive for the less fortunate, and we need your help. Drop off the following stationery at TTT Limited, 11A Marval Road, from Monday 13th July to Tuesday 1st September. We're collecting book bags, lunch bags, notebooks, copybooks, pencil cases, pens, pencils, water bottles, and sanitary items. Every item you donate puts a smile on the child's face and a pencil in their hand. TTT Back to School Drive, 11A Marval Road. Drop off today, because every child deserves a fresh start. TTT, we're here for you.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know, things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say? I in the business of minding my business.
Now, man, you mean in your business or minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The Small Business Package. Big results for small businesses.
Your afternoons just got louder on Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place, under the radar, with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Young patients at the Wendy Fitzwilliam Pediatric Hospital, located at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex, will now benefit from a newly outfitted playroom made possible through the generosity of the Rapid Fire Kids Foundation. Minister of Health Dr. Lakram Bodo expressed sincere appreciation to the founder of the foundation, Kevin Ratiram, for his vision, compassion, and commitment to improving the lives of children across Trinidad and Tobago. Also in attendance at the unveiling were Minister of Education, Dr. Michael Dowlath, Wendy Fitzwilliam, and CEO of the North Central Regional Health Authority, Badesi Sital Miraj. The playroom is designed to support the holistic well-being of young patients by offering a safe and welcoming environment where children can play, learn, and interact while receiving medical care. The ministry said they will continue to champion initiatives that promote the physical, emotional, and social well-being of children while supporting efforts to reduce childhood obesity and the burden of non-communicable diseases. In other news, 2 citizens of Trinidad and Tobago are among a 5-member commission of inquiry appointed to review the situation surrounding the tragic sinking of the MV Barima ferry. Attorney at law Nairi Dawn Alfonso and Rear Admiral retired Hayden Pritchard of Trinidad and Tobago were named in an announcement by Guyana's President Irfan Ali over the weekend. The commission also comprises 1 member each from Belize, Jamaica, and Poland. President Ali said the necessary legal instruments are being finalized before the inquiry begins. Guyana government officials estimate that 179 people were on board the vessel. So far, 73 bodies have been recovered, with 69 positively identified. Recovery efforts have been supported by international assistance, including members of the Trinidad and Tobago Regiment and Coast Guard. In some crime news now, police have arrested 2 suspects wanted in connection with several housebreaking and larceny offenses in the Northern North Division. During an intelligence-led Operation Resolute Shield exercise over the weekend, TDPS officers arrested a 36-year-old woman and a 34-year-old man, both from Arima, in connection with a housebreaking and larceny report made on Saturday, July 25th. Investigations are ongoing. In sport, action in the Central American and Caribbean Games in the Dominican Republic continued over the weekend, with the Trinidad and Tobago competing on various fronts. In basketball, the under-20 women's national team had a tough outing, though losing their opening match by a heavy 67-point margin versus the Dominican Republic, with a final score of 96 versus 29. In surfing, TNT's Aiden Albada took first place in Heat 1 of the repechage, earning an impressive score of 9.54. After advancing to the men's tennis singles quarterfinals on Saturday, Dylan Beckles, despite a spirited effort, was eliminated on Sunday, losing 2-0 against Colombia. And in badminton, Mark Marcano went down 2-1, also against Colombia, in the men's singles round 32, while Chiquita de Boulay lost 2-0 to Venezuela on the women's side. And that's what's making the news at this time. When we come back after the break, it's our number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today. Stay tuned.
Being connected.
Voices you know, trust, and respect are the very best in talk. Talk City 91.1. When the headlines settle, when the noise dies down, there's only one place to wrap up the day. Introducing The Wrap Up, the final live talk show of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Join Kingsley and Obi as they break down the biggest stories, hottest topics, viral moments, and the conversations Trinidad and Tobago can't stop talking about. Sharp opinions, real perspectives, interactive discussion. Before your day ends, wrap it up with Kingsley and Obi on The Wrap Up. Weekdays from 6 to 8 p.m. only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Attention parents and guardians, the back-to-school season is here and Michael Muhammad's bookstore is ready to help you get your children prepared for the new school term. We're excited to welcome you to our 2 new locations. Kane Street, Vistabella, conveniently located next to the Vistabella Presbyterian Primary School. Debe, next to Modern Electrical, in collaboration with Muhammad's Bookstore 1988 Limited. Of course, you can still visit our long-standing location on Point-a-Pear Road, San Fernando for all your school supplies, textbooks, stationery, backpacks, and much more. This back-to-school season, make shopping easy at Michael Muhammad's Bookstore. Visit our new locations in Vistabella and Debe or our San Fernando branch and find everything you need under one roof. Michael Muhammad's Bookstore, helping students start the school year right.
Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This July 16th to August 1st, discover them all at the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival. This year's theme, Let We Tell the Whole Story, invites you to experience the customs, resilience, and rich cultural legacy that continue to define Tobago. Join us for unforgettable performances, village celebrations, and authentic cultural experiences across the island. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for event details.
We outside, exclusively on Talk City 91.1 FM. The men in maroon are coming home. It's the We Outside campaign, the 2026 international home season for the West Indies men's cricket team. And the final leg of the home season takes place right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Talk City 91.1 FM is proud to hold the exclusive radio broadcast rights for the 2-match test series between the West Indies and Pakistan from July 25th to July 29th. History will be made as the Brian Lara Cricket Academy in Taruba hosts its first ever international test match, a landmark moment for cricket in Trinidad and Tobago. Then the action shifts to the iconic Queen's Park Oval for the second test from August 2nd to the 6th. Every session, every wicket, every century, every moment. Follow the West Indies, the men in maroon, as they battle Pakistan in a historic test series. We outside, exclusive ball-by-ball coverage, updates, analysts, and commentary, only on Talk City 91.1 FM, the home of cricket conversation. Talk City 91.1 FM, where the men in maroon live.
We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. We are the ground shaking. Shaking, shaking.
7 remarkable young women, 1 prestigious crown, and countless stories waiting to be told. Join us on Thursday, July 30th at the Shore Park Complex for the Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Competition 2026, themed Daughters of Drums and Dreams. Witness Khadijah Lovell, Rochelle Frank, Michelle Williams, Nakia Gardiner, Tashia Star Jones, Kiara Bailey, and Yankee Murray as they honor the legacy of Tobago's extraordinary women and compete for the coveted title. Showtime is 8 p.m. Admission $150 for adults, $100 for children ages 6 to 17, while children under 5 and seniors over 60 enter free. Follow Tobago Festivals for more information.
From the streets to the parliament to your workplace, this is the conversation Trinidad and Tobago is talking about. Talk City 91.1 FM, the nation's #1 talk radio station.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trinidad and Tobago, we are back, we are back, we are back. Yeah, and go across Lemon on to the sign day, Lennox Smith, that would be real nice. Yeah, man, I seen your whole body there. I got everybody to see your whole body Friday, they see you well doing your broke foot dance Friday day, so more people come out to watch you. Yeah, till you get thing free. First it's entertainment, remember people paying for the entertainment, so you're getting it free. But we must go back to the very, very serious issues in Trinidad and Tobago. We cannot afford to mislead the public in any way. I am not saying I, Andy Williams, Pitbull of Radio, in any way are not saying that they don't have a lot of things that need to go back to Parliament and put in place when it comes to the PDO. Yeah. I also cannot say that whatever is going on when it comes to the PDO is unlawful. That's not true. That will be misleading the public. It is the law. But as we all say, the law is a ASS. We just always say the law is a donkey. And always call it repeal. Always call when in Parliament, when a law ain't good, what parliamentarians do is repeal it or something.
Correct, my friend.
Right.
Repeal, yes.
Good. And it have room whereby the present government of Trinidad and Tobago will have the opportunity to repeal or make amendments to that very law in which it is many of you seeing loopholes and making issues of. I believe that the government of Trinidad and Tobago, led by Kamala Prasad Bisesa, will do the honorable thing when that time reach. But it's a law that they meet. That's a fact. It have been a law there ever since. Lennox Smith, how long that law was put in place?
Ever since, because it was used by Eric Williams. It was used by Dr. Rowley. It was, and of course, used by Kamala Prasad Bisesa in a previous incarnation, and it's being used now.
It was also used by A&R Robinson and them government, not so when we had a state of emergency under Robinson.
That's right. Consequential of the 1990 attempted coup. Yes.
Nice. So let's be exact clear. So we can't say what the government is doing is illegal. No. When Dr. Rowley had his state of emergency, that was illegal. Kamala had, it's legal. A&R Robinson had, it was legal. Eric Williams had, it was illegal. It is what it is. But what we, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, have seen is that it has some serious loopholes. It has some fixing that need to be done. And what we have to do is let our politicians know that they have to deal with that. And we stand firm that no politician should have that power to lock up nobody and have the power to refuse the tribunal and all. Okay? So we'll make that aspect really, really clear. On the next issue, when it comes to the law that are being bandied about all over, I stand on the side of that other issue, which is a state of emergency should not be used as a mechanism to fight crime. It was never designated for something such as that. A state of emergency was designated or should be used. Lennox Smith, give the underlines of what a state of emergency should be used for.
Yes, it ought to be a national crisis. And of course, the most poignant, the most visible would be things like earthquake, things like, and even in social circumstance, what transpired, a threat to our democracy, a threat on our democracy, violently, as was done in 1970. Those are the
1990
areas where 1990, yes, sir. Yeah. Well, it was also called in 1970 as well, the insurrection, yes. When, of course, the army, a section of the army did, of course, try to to engage the elected government. Let me put it that way. So in those circumstances, but outside of that, simple state of emergency for crime, anti-crime
to help the police.
It is not. It is something that is being debated, and let's see what's going to happen when the law lords and our apex court at the Privy Council make their decision. Mr. Lawrence Maraj is very adamant and very, very concerned with respect, of course, utilizing that measure to fight crime.
All right, Lennox Smith, when did Lawrence Maraj put that, what you'll call that, about a constitutional, when did he put that to the apex court, which is the Privy Council? When did
about 2 months ago, it's recent, about 2 months ago, and the court said that they want some time to deliberate, and that they will give their decision pretty soon. I expect it will be before the end of the year. And of course, there are other areas too. We have some international entities such as the Inter-American Commission for Human Rights, whose 2025, I think, report is identifying Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, Jamaica. In the case of Jamaica, they noted that the courts in Jamaica saw that some 17 state of emergencies were considered unconstitutional. Somebody brought, of course, a matter before them, and they so designated, they so adjudicated. So that is a live debate, and let's see if the apex court could settle the matter once and for all.
Nice. And what's your personal opinion? Because I would like to give everybody have an opinion. I would like to give what's my personal opinion on that aspect of how and what a state emergency should be used for. If you want, you can.
I am of that view. I think we said that from the beginning. It turned out that it ended up being a national debate. So it shows that we are on the right track. And I expect that at the end of the day, the decision will be made and will put subsequent government, including this one, on the right path in terms of when such a measure should be used to suspend people's fundamental rights. Because, going back to World War I, World War II, and all of the creation of United Nations, the creation of the Assembly of Nations after World War I, and the whole idea is to not give people sufficient powers so that they could be as draconian as possible, and then, of course, people lose their fundamental rights to exist in a particular society. We have seen that too many times, over and over, not to be concerned.
Gentlemen, you have a number of callers that
let's
you
take the
seem
calls.
to have.
Yes, let's take it. Let's take it.
All right, let's go. Good morning. Good morning.
Report. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, caller. Where are you calling from?
It's Ground Report. This is Ground Report, right?
Yes, this is Ground Report.
Okay, Lennox.
Yes.
This is Beulah.
Hey, Beulah, how are you doing?
Good. Can I talk?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Right. I just want to say everybody, concerned about the tape. They say the tape getting leaked. They want to know how it get leaked, right? Who let out the conversation, things like that. But you know, funny enough, they're not asking what was in the tape and what was said and the racist remarks and the death threats and getting a bullet and these things. That's not relevant. What is relevant, and I'm listening to the program, watching it on TV here, and I'm saying, look how people is, because if they were the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago and a tape like that was let out in the public, the first thing they would have want to know what was in the tape, what was the threats about, and things like that to protect themselves and to protect the people that is in government. But nothing like that ain't say. And that makes me wonder how some people just think, right? Because I listen it, Wall Street played over, everybody, we listened very carefully in social media what. All I see some people just concerned about is how it was leaked out, if they tap in people's phone and things. Is that irrelevant right now, Lennox? When we know that a government that is in power, people want to assassinate the lady, want to assassinate the Attorney General, right? And we see it with other people where they send him picture for Maduro, to send a missile to she house, and all these things have been going on since the lady come in government, and this is the things all you need to talk about, right? This ain't no joke, this ain't no game, this is reality, right? And these are the things we need to stress on right now, because if anything happened to the Prime Minister or the Attorney General, right, then I go have to call in after and then say what I have to say, because that is not right at all. All you need to stand up for integrity, right? Only about changing the law and changing this law and thing like that. Set things in order first. This is not a game. I listened to that. I listened to the whole conversation and then about Coley, Isaac Coley.
Cut, we can't say that on here.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
So again, Trinidad and Tobago, we cannot say the various things. We can't say the C word.
How long has Beulah been calling this show?
Quite a while.
So you're telling me that Miss Beulah doesn't know how to behave on national radio?
The fact that, again, and that's why I just keep watching the type of person she are, because jump by jump low, she says she's a God-fearing person. At the end of the day, I told her whatever I told her. I said at the end of the day, Beulah is a friend of the Ground Report. She called in, she acknowledged Lennox Smith alone, not even said good morning to Nigel Snipes, good morning to the Pitbull of radio, nothing. Or good morning to Andy. So
I want you to know that Beulah will not be allowed to call this side. If you receive her calls on your side, no problem. I don't think that a big woman who has been calling radio for a number of years would do something like that.
And put the program at risk when we know we cannot say the N word, we cannot say that C word. It have things that you cannot see on radio.
So let me just play this again. I will give her 2.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
I'll take a call on this side.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Listen, good morning, gentlemen. I want to correct your Snipes. Beulah have not been calling radio yet, eh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, COP. Rupert, Anderson Wilson is people who know how to care about themselves on radio.
Anderson.
She's a Johnny lately come. And you're right.
A 5-year-old.
I mean, sure, listening.
A 5-year-old know that they're not to go to school and use
God,
it.
but all them cats and them. Look.
Nice. So let's move on up from that. At the end of the day, she's not to call out on that side there. Ms. Bilo just had to take a little rest in calling on national radio for a little while for doing that, because we must make that example accordingly. The next thing I realized in her contribution, she say people supposed to do this or supposed to do that. You are doing it. Don't worry about some people supposed to. You are. And you jump up to mention that why people not studying the things that was said in it. Yeah, people are studying what the things that was said in it, and you and all admit about some of the things that was said in that taping. Right, people studying the things that was said in it. But fundamentally, when it comes to the Constitution, that was not to come out in the open. So people will study now too if their phones are being tapped illegally. In order to tap anybody's phone, you have to get permission from a judge in chamber.
So, Andy, really, what's boiled down to is two distinct things.
It's two distinct. Go ahead, Lennox Smith, because you go bring that law twisted up.
Whether or not anything would have been infringed by the publication or making it public, the contents of those audios. That's the first thing. That's a different thing, as opposed to the contents on which clearly the authorities acted. So they acted on it, right? Even before it was made public, or because that's a recent development. But it requires, again, as you rightly said, whether or not an agency can engage, and there are certain parameters, there are certain protocols that must be adhered to under law for people's private conversations to be tapped into. And if that has been infringed, certainly there must be consequences for that, because that is a fundamental of our democracy. Privacy is very, very, very critical.
Right, but Lennox Smith,
the freedom of speech, very, very, very critical. The freedom to move, very, very critical. And therefore, anytime that is waning, anytime that is being undermined, then certainly there must be some kind of accountability as a consequence. Go
right,
ahead.
And Trinidad and Tobago is not about defending, it's about what's a reality. And remember, we are in a state of emergency. Remember, all our constitutional rights are on hold, suspended. So yes, the government could, not the government, but the agency, the national security apparatus, which is the police and them, they could do that. But if we're not under a state of emergency, in order for them to do such, they have to go to a judge in chamber.
Right, and one doesn't know what time frame we are looking at with respect to that. But let's go to the line. Professor, good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Snipes.
Yes.
First to begin, I want to clear up something from my personal enlightenment. The SOE tribunal comes to our view. Well, that is the state contending that they come to our view by only hearing one side of our story and not giving the state opportunity to give their side of the story, and the SOE tribunal make a conclusion that you should get these people out of jail and do whatever with them without hearing the state case. That is what I think, that's what I gather from the media. I want to know if I'm wrong. That is one. Right? Mr. Ramesh Lawrence Morad is representing a client. I think it's before the Privy Council. He will do anything, which is his right, to try to get the best result for his client. The state, if the state contesting his case, they will do whatever they need to do to disprove his claim. Nothing he says as of now before the Privy Council make a decision is right or wrong. It is before the Privy Council. Right? And next thing I want to get enlightenment. And concerning the PDOs, right? The PDOs, as I already asked, is a part of, is a tool of a state of emergency. And at no time, right, did I hear the government apply for a state of emergency, went to the president applied for state of emergency to use as a crime fighting tool. They always said, as far as I know, that they have credible threats to the lives of individuals, and the president grant them the state of emergency. I never hear they say they're using it as a crime fighting tool. They have things in the state of emergency that they could use to curtail crime, but that is within the rules of the state of emergency, but they never say they're using that as a crime fighting tool. These are things I want to clear up because I hear a lot of misinformation, a lot of bad opinions coming out from the media. I'm not pointing out any media, but it's coming out from the media and it's misleading people. People operating on emotion and not willing to wait for the court to make decisions. All these matters are before the court. They're not willing to wait for the court. They're operating on emotion for whatever reason.
Thank you very much. Oh boy. So everything he said there, Lennox Smith, is clear. Is truth or what it is?
Let's go further back because there's a clear case where an incident happened outside the Besson Street police station, and the fear of an escalation, the government then called a state of emergency. So that clearly speaks for itself. There was nothing about endangering ministers and high governmental officials. In this particular case, of course, clearly there was a statement that talks about the endangerment of high governmental officials. But at the same time, no one cannot be naive. Cannot be naive that the rolling out of it clearly shows that they were targeting persons beyond that specific danger, and not all those who are subjected to the PDOs are there because they are a threat to government officials. Come on. All right. So I am awaiting with bated breath, of course, the decision of the Privy Council. I think we need to clear up this matter, and once it is cleared, well, all of us will have to abide by it.
Exactly. But for now, it's the law.
Yeah. For now, it is what it is. Yes.
Oh boy, let me take one here. Morning. Go ahead, caller.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you going?
I'm all right.
Lennox, yeah, I want to say that lady who called and used the C word. I think she is very wrong to use that C word, and people who are using the N word are very wrong. And we should stop this racist remarks and work together as one people. We are one people. We are Trinbagonian people. When you see cricket going on, CPL, who do you see? You see Africans and Indians. When you see test matches, African and Indian. When you see Carnival, African and Indians. Pagua, African and Indians. And I think the Prime Minister she's correct to do what she's doing. People are criticizing the state of emergency, and what she is doing is right, because if somebody makes that threat at you, Andy, and you would take it serious.
Yeah, I'll go and make an official report that this person threatened me because
Right.
I don't know if this person will actually do what it is they're saying they will do. But they threatened me, so
Yeah,
I'll go and make a nice. I'll go and make my report, and the police have to take heed of my report.
But
I mean,
Andy, those who are just stay right there, caller. Those who are most vociferous, you would know that they have, and obviously they have an agenda. Those persons who are opposed to the government, and therefore you will find that happening, and people must be discerning, because when it was their turn, fortunately or unfortunately, they had an opportunity too, and one can say the same thing that they are saying now. One could have said that, and I think it was being said against them then. So the courts has to settle this matter.
Yeah, and not only that, I could recall before Stuart Young became the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. For that month or 2 months, he was the Prime Minister. Yes, he'd have security, but I could recall he was not in national security anymore. He was in energy. and he had police people used to call in and say he had police wrong the clock at his door, in front of his place. And they did say it's because of threats that are coming towards him. And he had police, Stuart Young had police, and it have ministers who had police protection in real in our government. Is really and truly the prime ministers who have police protection, the national security minister, I think, and the attorney general. I think,
and the point is whether those instances constitute or reach the threshold of and for a state of emergency, and is it not instead a police intervention matter? You see, all of those things are going to be trashed out and settled once and for all.
It's good that it's a public debate. It's good that the people of Trinidad and Tobago know
very healthy. Very healthy for our democracy. Yeah.
Oh boy, any more calls before we go to that? If you have any on that side.
Thank you for listening to me.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the pleasure was ours. Sorry about that.
You all just throw the caller to the side.
Sorry about that caller.
I begged of him for an intervention, but Andy went on.
You didn't let him come back in at all.
Yeah, I forget.
Hi, but he did.
Welcome. Hi, caller.
Good morning.
I want on this side here. Morning, caller.
Good morning to Mrs. Smith, Mr. William, and Mrs. Knight. This matter that is going on is no different to any other citizen who was held before. So I don't know what is the big hullabaloo about. We have to watch and see what plays off, just like the rest of it. The statement made, not everything will come out to John public. Sometimes in security, you have to keep something under wraps because it can come out to the public. Whatever we see and know, that's as much, but we don't know anything different. We have to obey the law of the land until we could have proper constitutional reform. The highest law of the land, Privy Council, we have to wait until that's ruled out. It can't be one law for some and one law for the other. Remember, others was held under the SOE also, and they had the same thing. Like what disturbed me is how some people could get privilege to go home and shower and come back. Now, if I was a person held like that, would I get the same privilege? No. So let us see what plays out. It can be right for some and wrong for the other. We under SOE, it have rules and regulation. We will never know what the government, the security people, information they are getting. And even, I remember clearly in Parliament, when they said they was extending the SOE, the purpose they was extending the SOE for is because of certain threats. And they won't bring all the information to John public. We are the public only speculating. So let us see what's rolled out. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Nice to know people are very, very interested.
Oh boy,
That is good.
Let's go for it there. If you don't have none on that side, let's go for it there, Snipes.
Expand your vocabulary, sharpen your mind. It's the word of the day on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Yes, indeed. This is the segment where you call in, two of you, of course, and give me a word, test my vocabulary. If I don't know, well, of course, you would stay on the line so that all of us will benefit from it. And, of course, give us the meaning and possibly a sentence as well. I see sentencing becomes a popular part of it these days, so I don't mind adopting that. So the lines are open. Snipes, give them the numbers to call. Just 2 words, and we will come to an end.
6224911. Let's go. Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
You know, I am a bit confused this morning.
Wait, give me the word. Give me the word.
The word of the day.
Yeah.
The word of the day.
When is the word?
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
The segment is the word of the day.
Yeah, no.
You are right smack in it. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll call back.
All right, you'll call back. No problem. But we would like to hear Mommy Roadbrook twist too.
Hi, good morning. Word of the day.
Morning, man.
Good morning.
Lennox.
Yes.
Yeah, the word of the day is dolt. D-O-L-T.
Dolt. D-O-L-T. All right, again. I think I understand that.
B-O-L-T. Bolt.
Yeah.
Dolt.
A stupid person.
Say again?
Dolt. Stupid.
Yes, exactly.
Could you use a sentence? Could you use a sentence with it, please?
In a sentence, okay, I will put it in a colloquial way. I want to learn something this morning.
Mhm.
Why are you getting on so doltish, boy? Now, traditionally, we mispronounce the words in Trinidad and we call it dotish.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're quite right.
Dotish, boy.
Yeah, you're quite right. Yeah. It's doltish. Yes, you're quite right.
Doltish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know you grew up, and plenty of us grew up here. Why what kind of dotish thing you want?
Yeah. Just as ignorance. Some people believe ignorance mean hasty, but no, it's really lack of knowledge. Yeah, so we pervert the entire original meaning. Yes. Thanks very much. Yes. Let's get another one. So Dolt.
I just had Miss Anbrong on the line.
Oh, boy.
Now,
Miss
look
Anbrong,
here.
call
Look here.
back here. You
Go
know,
ahead.
we love to get yours.
Go ahead, Miss Anbro.
Pleasant good morning, Andy.
Hey, good morning to you.
Mr. Lennox and Director
good morning.
Snipes.
Good morning.
The word of the day for you, Mr. Lennox, is vituperate. It's a verb.
Vituperate. Spell it, man, because I know it's vituperate. Vituperate. Why that missing me? Vituperate. Yeah, I'm familiar with that word, you know. Vituperate.
It's spelled.
Yeah, spell it for him.
It's spelled V-I-T-U-P-E-R-A-T-E.
Vituperation. His vituperation. Come, tell me. Let me don't waste time. Yeah, but I know it.
Condemn.
What? Wait,
Harsh or condemnatory language, vile, castigate, vilify.
Vituperation. Yes. His vituperation. Yeah, I know. I know the word. All right, okay, no problem. Thanks very much. Of course,
That's a very appropriate word for today.
Give us a sentence. You know, we love your sentences. Your sentences.
Yes. Mature communication requires expressing thoughts and ideas without vituperating others. We can disagree passionately while still choosing respect over personal attacks. Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very appropriate.
Let's go for yours. We have a break.
Vituperate. I want to get something close to that. I'll say asinine.
Yeah, well, I always say that you saying asinine, you know. Yeah, plenty of occasions I
I would
say Dr. Rowley is very asinine. So
wait me.
Yeah, so
wait me.
let us say stupid. I wonder why it's along that line, dotish.
Yeah.
Ignorant.
Lack of intelligence. Yes.
Lack of intelligence.
Asinine. Yes. Right, streamer. So my word is asinine. All right. Of course, the dolt, vituperate. Yeah, I know that word. It just slipped me. You know, it happens sometimes. But thanks very much. Of course, we have come to the end of this session. Of course, the three words, dolt, vituperate, and asinine. Let's go for the break. And when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
Attention parents and guardians, the back to school season is here and Michael Muhammad's bookstore is ready to help you get your children prepared for the new school term. We're excited to welcome you to our two new locations, Kane Street, Vistabella, conveniently located next to the Vistabella Presbyterian Primary School. Debe, next to Modern Electrical, in collaboration with Muhammad's Bookstore 1988 Limited. Of course, you can still visit our long-standing location on Point-a-Pear Road, San Fernando for all your school supplies, textbooks, stationery, backpacks, and much more. This back-to-school season, make shopping easy at Michael Muhammad's Bookstore. Visit our new locations in Vistabella and Debe, or our San Fernando branch, and find everything you need under one roof. Michael Muhammad's Bookstore, helping students start the school year right.
You're listening to Talk City 91.1 FM's Emancipation Day feature.
On August 1st, 1834, The Emancipation Act came into effect across the British Empire, legally ending the institution of slavery for hundreds of thousands of enslaved Africans. While full freedom was delayed through a system known as apprenticeship, the date marked a turning point in the struggle for human rights and freedom. The courage and determination of enslaved people played a critical role in bringing about this historic change. Their resistance, perseverance, and unwavering desire for freedom helped shape the course of history. Today, August 1st, stands as a symbol of liberation and a reminder that freedom and justice must never be taken for granted.
This Emancipation Day feature was brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM, the heartbeat of the nation.
We were born to rise again. Rise again. Rise again. Nothing holds us down again.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super ever? I've got to go quick. I've got to go quick.
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports with Nasira Mohammed, daily at 7 p.m.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This is Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. The story concludes with a celebration of freedom, resilience, and cultural pride. Join hundreds of participants as Tobago comes together for the Emancipation Day Parade, the grand finale of Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Celebrate the enduring spirit of our people through music, movement, and community. Saturday, August 1st at 5 p.m. Admission is free. Join us as we celebrate our people, our traditions, and our heritage. Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. Blue water spray. Fitness pussy water, the office pussy water. When your pussy need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
Hey Michael, how you going? I ain't seen you these days.
I know, things get a little bit busy these days. Ever since I signed up for the small business package from TTT Radio Network, business really picking up.
Small business package? What's that?
It's an advertising package designed especially for small businesses. They work with your budget now, and help you reach more customers. I made one phone call and they handle everything. It's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe I should sign up for the small business package.
But you ain't no business.
Who say? I in the business of minding my business.
Now man, you mean in the business of minding people business?
Got a small business? Let TTT Radio Network help you grow with our affordable small business package designed to fit your budget and get your message heard. Call 628-4141 and speak with one of our sales representatives or send us an email at sales@ttt.co.tt today. The small business package. Big results for small businesses.
This hurricane season, be prepared. A hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network. If a storm were approaching tomorrow, would you have everything you need? Every household should have an emergency kit containing essential supplies. Include bottled water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, a battery-powered radio, medications, first aid supplies, phone chargers, important documents, and some cash. Don't forget, special items for infants, elderly relatives, and pets if they are part of your household. Building your kit doesn't have to happen all at once. Add a few items each week and you'll be prepared before the season reaches its peak. A little preparation today can make a big difference tomorrow. This hurricane season, be prepared. That was a hurricane tip from the TTT Limited Media Network.
beauty, heritage, power. The Ministry of Culture and Community Development presents the Miss Afro TNT pageant. Watch our queens take the stage in a dazzling celebration of African pride, culture, and elegance right here at home. Thursday, July 30th, Southern Academy for the Performing Arts. Showtime 7:30 p.m. Miss Afro TNT, where the crown meets our culture. Presented by the MCCD and the Culture Minister Michelle Benjamin.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This back-to-school season, let's make sure no child gets left behind. TTT Limited is hosting its annual back-to-school drive for the less fortunate, and we need your help. Drop off the following stationery at TTT Limited, 11A Marval Road, from Monday 13th July to Tuesday 1st September. We're collecting book bags, lunch bags, notebooks, copybooks, pencil cases, pens, pencils, water bottles, and sanitary items. Every item you donate puts a smile on the child's face and a pencil in their hand. TTT Back to School Drive, 11A Marval Road. Drop off today, because every child deserves a fresh start. TTT, we're here for you.
7 remarkable young women, 1 prestigious crown, and countless stories waiting to be told. Join us on Thursday, July 30th at the Shore Park Complex for the Miss Tobago Heritage Personality Competition 2026, themed Daughters of Drums and Dreams. Witness Khadijah Lovell, Rochelle Frank, Michelle Williams, Nakia Gardiner, Tashia Star Jones, Kiara Bailey, and Yankee Murray as they honor the legacy of Tobago's extraordinary women and compete for the coveted title. Showtime is 8 p.m. Admission $150 for adults, $100 for children ages 6 to 17, while children under 5 and seniors over 60 enter free. Follow Tobago Festivals for more information.
The voices, the issues, the energy. Talk City 91.1 FM, leading talk radio in Trinidad and Tobago.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was calling that Snipes. I was calling because I forgot. It did slip me. So, Tobago, the word of the day was brought to you by Michael Muhammad's bookstore. So don't forget to visit Michael Muhammad's bookstore. Yeah, so bookstores. Oh boy, Lennox Smith, books and
you know, I'm still concerned about this vituperation because there is so many occasions I would comment on Dr. Rowley's vituperations, his ridicule of people, his attempt to insult people and so on, and yet still put to the test. Miss Anne Brown was able to make me realize that you need to be on top of things. I'm saying so to the students, and that it's not always you're going to get it right, but certainly, because while I was thinking that, I was looking at the word recrimination, and I was saying that no, it can't be that, but recrimination means, of course, exchanging nasty talk with each other, recriminations. But vituperation clearly is one that says you all kinds of, should I say, derogatory things about someone. I used to mention that regularly when Dr. Rowley was around. Maybe he has to come back for me to remember.
Oh, so So you say use that you say use
Not as prime minister, just be in the limelight.
As soon as we broadcasting cricket, you bowl a white, man.
Caller, pleasant good morning to you, caller. Go ahead, caller. Good morning. What's your
So I could
contribution?
I could get to observe his
Hold on 1 minute.
vituperations. But
Yes.
go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
caller.
Andy, morning. Lennox, morning. Hi, guys. Nigel, morning. So here's
Good morning.
what I want to tell Trinidad and Tobago this morning. Trinidad and Tobago need the sweetest cocktail ever. Since when this race talk is so high in the place, in the fact that every Monday morning is this race talk, the N word, the C word. What is wrong with you all? What is wrong with you all? You're getting real sickening now with this, you know. That is long time thing with them old people and them old people and them ready to dead and going to go their way. This is a different generation. Come cricket in the next week or so. What is going to happen in the Alara Stadium? What is going to happen there? Huh? Everybody going to sit down as one. Every creed and race. And we going to hug up each other. We going to laugh. We going to talk. We going to buy each other bears. And we will do that. And then come Monday morning, all you back to the race. This getting real sickening. And I'm telling you, it's bothering me. Because I love my country. I love Trinidad. I had opportunities to get away from Trinidad, but I stayed and said, no, I am going to stay and fight with my country. And I will support the government. She is right. You are not supposed to put out any kind of thing with those kind of remarks that was actually on that tape. Our Prime Minister is right. Because if somebody was supposed to talk something on a tape on my life, I will take front, meaning I will protect myself. I will go to the protective services. She is right. So don't come to tell me that she's wrong. That is a very serious thing. You don't sit down and wait for something to happen. Trinidad and Tobago miss me with all your BS, eh? To hypocrites. That is why the country could go a certain place and then be stagnant because of all your thinking, all your dirty minds, all your sickening. Have a good day, Andy and Lennox.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, next one here. Oh boy.
And those are some
Andy,
serious vituperations.
good morning to you. Lennox.
Good morning.
Mikey,
Yes.
Nigel,
Oh,
and to everybody out there. Andy, I'm glad to see you out this morning, but the least you could do was to answer my caller. Right? Anyway, moving on. Well, Andy, I had a very excited weekend. First to begin, everybody were calling me, and I understand their concern because the voice on the tape started sounding like me. But thank you, Lennox. Thank you very much. Lennox stood by my side. Lennox was defending me. No, Santa Cruz will never say something like that. And you're right, Santa Cruz will never say something like that. Right? But I want to say this morning, I'm going to put it on the record. I am no longer a supporter of Blue Waters. I'm not. I will drink my Wassa water because I pay in Wassa bill, right? I will drink my Wassa water. I am not supporting anybody who could nasty up my Prime Minister like that. Yes, she's my Prime Minister. Nasty up like that. And I am seeing we have a lot of PNMites who are now senior councils who interpreting what it is was said on the tapes. But I want to ask them, why did the Express put out that headline yesterday? Because apparently PNMites only like to look at pictures. They don't read. They don't listen. Because that was clearly, very, very clear to any intelligent person. That was a threat to the government. A distinct threat to the government. And the thing about it, I am glad that the tape came out. You know why? Because we had a propagandist, a PNM propagandist, making a video talking about it was about land. Right? It was about land grabbing that UNC wanted in land for their financiers and their people. Look at what it turned out to be. Nothing in that tape said anything about land, but it was all about visa revocation. Now, she not cussing the U.S. Embassy, but you're cussing Kamala and her Attorney General, the Prime Minister and her Attorney General for the visas and them being revoked. She looking for a scapegoat, and you could hear the bitterness, the hatred, the anger. She was singing like Rowley. You remember how Manning described Rowley? That's how she was singing, like a raging bull. She didn't, everybody talking about she's an elderly person, but she didn't respect her age when she was saying it. And Andy, I am no expert. I never pretended to be any expert, but they must have had information to do a wiretap in there. Whoever did it, they must have had information. And look at what was revealed. Look at what was revealed. And all the PNMites and all the wannabe UNC lawyers and them, I don't know who they, maybe I think UE lower the standards for some of them too, to be a lawyer or maybe a forensic expert, that they know no threats were made on that tape. But you know why? You know why they're not seeing a threat? Because it was said about Mrs. Pasabi Sasa and her government. But you remembered when the young man wrote the thing on social media, that was no threat to Dr. Rowley. All he said, somebody should do them the same thing, the band, somebody should do him the same thing. I'm just quoting, what the bandits and them doing to the people, and he was held for 5 days. We had no SOE then, but he was held, and you could imagine how the PNMites were getting on, jail him, right? But now it's Free Star. No, let Star enjoy her time there. Let her enjoy her time for her mouth. For her mouth. Right? And I make no apologies for saying that I am no longer. You see the derogatory words that you was using against the Prime Minister?
Making the news at this time. Freedom of expression is a constitutionality protected right in Trinidad and Tobago, but it is not absolute. That right is balanced against other protected interests. This from the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service's Media Ambassador, Acting Sergeant Devon Jagrup, as he explains the limit of freedom of expression in the Constitution.
You have to be careful of what you say, based on the fact that you can't just go around saying what you want, when you want, where you want, to who you want, and platforms that you wish to express that on. So for instance, some of those things are the Libel and Defamation Act, the Sedition Act, the Perjury Act, the Offences Against the Person Act, Data Protection Act, even the Domestic Violence Act, which encompasses protection orders, and more specifically, Section 59 of the Police Service Act, Chapter 1501.
Sergeant Jagrup notes that though freedom of expression covers not only your right to speak, but also to hold opinions, to share information, and to express ideas without interference, other parts of the Constitution curbs what can be said.
Speech becomes a police matter when it stops being an opinion. When it starts aligning with threats or harassment, or it incites or endangers persons. Relevant and existing law that speak to that is Section 50 of the Summary Offences Act, which treats with the abusive part and the threatening part. And of course, the Offences Against the Person Act, as amended of 2005.
He explains that law enforcement typically looks at the intent, whether there is a real threat versus general commentary, when deciding if someone has committed an offense. In other news, loading operations took place on Sunday night aboard the MV Golden Carrier, with trucks and cargo being loaded ahead of the vessel's scheduled loading sea trial. This follows the announcement by NIDCO that this vessel will replace the MV Blue Wave Harmony on the Inter-Island Cargo Sea Bridge. Sunday's exercise, according to a post by the Port of Port of Spain, is a key part of the ship's readiness program as it moves closer to entering service on the domestic sea bridge. The MV Golden Carrier boasts a cargo capacity of 1,950 lane meters and can accommodate up to 399 passengers, including crew, an increase in capacity from the Blue Wave Harmony. Officials say each vehicle loaded represents another milestone in ensuring the vessel is fully prepared for operations, with the goal of providing a safe, reliable, and efficient cargo service between Trinidad and Tobago. The Ministry of Homeland Security's counter-trafficking unit has dismantled a suspected human trafficking network following a major intelligence-led operation across Trinidad and Tobago. Operation Iceberg resulted in the detention of 3 suspects under preventive detention orders: 41-year-old Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force member Titus Dubois, 26-year-old Venezuelan national Francis Carolina Rengel Ojeda, and 38-year-old Tobago resident Damon Dominic Charles. The 3 are under investigation for alleged offenses involving trafficking of children and the sexual exploitation of a minor. Officers also screened several Venezuelan and Latin American women during coordinated exercises in Tobago. Investigations are continuing, and police say charges under the Trafficking in Persons Act are expected. In sport now, Chilean club Colo Colo has confirmed the signing of 40-year-old goalkeeper Josimar Diaz, widely known as Vozinha, on an 18-month contract. The Cape Verde international joins as a free agent after his previous deal expired, ending speculation that had linked him with numerous clubs, including Major League Soccer side Inter Miami. Colo Colo, who has won Chile's first division 34 times, and also the Copa Libertadores in 1991. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From all of us here, have a great day.
When the country needs answers, when the people need a voice, there's only one station. Talk City, 91.1 FM. Mornings just got louder, bolder, and more informed from 6 to 9 a.m. It's the Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith on Talk City 91.1.
Let this Emancipation Village serve as a beacon of unity, understanding, and hope. Let it ignite conversations that strengthen our nation consciousness, deepen our appreciation, and reaffirm our commitment to our culture. May this celebration renew our commitment to building Trinidad and Tobago, where every culture is honored, every voice is valued, and every citizen has the opportunity to contribute to our collective future.
Minister of Culture and Community Development, the Honorable Michelle Benjamin, speaking at the opening ceremony of the Emancipation Village 2026. The ceremony marks the official start to African Emancipation celebrations here in Trinidad and Tobago and is coordinated by the Emancipation Support Committee. Minister Benjamin, in her address, reaffirmed government's commitment to ensuring African history and culture remain central to the nation's development.
On behalf of the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, I extend a heartfelt congratulations to the Emancipation Support Committee. And let's give them a round of applause for a job well done. This committee is charged with preserving our African heritage. And because of their work, we can stand and gather here today to celebrate. They not just promote our African heritage, they create a space where we can come and be educated, where we can sit and reflect, where we can heal by gathering here. They give us a space where we can all embrace national pride in our African heritage. This Emancipation Village is much more than a cultural showcase. It is a village, it is a living classroom, where history meets hope, where tradition inspires innovation. As Ms. Zakia rightfully stated, today we are opening the village a different way, and where generations gather to reconnect. It is right here you will meet persons from around the world and from throughout Trinidad and Tobago.
She also acknowledged the importance of knowing our African heritage.
As we honor our ancestors, we are reminded that emancipation was never simply the breaking of physical chains. It was the awakening of the human spirit. It was the affirmation of dignity. And the enduring pursuit of justice, equality, and opportunity for all. Today, we continue that journey by embracing knowledge, celebrating our identity, and ensuring that the young ones know the history. And that is important.
Minister Benjamin further encouraged citizens and visitors to truly experience the village, describing it as a living celebration of African culture, history, entrepreneurship, and creativity.
We will be celebrating not only the enduring contributions of our African people of Trinidad and Tobago, but also the vibrant cultural mosaic that defines us as a nation. This event reminds us that our diversity is not a source of division, but it is our greatest strength, and it is what unites us the most. Our African heritage is deeply woven into our rhythm, our culture, our music, our rich cuisine, which you will enjoy right here, our language, our spirituality. It's all with us.
Minister of Culture and Community Development, the Honorable Michelle Benjamin, speaking at the opening ceremony of African Emancipation Celebrations. The minister conveyed messages of a commitment to preserving African heritage, strengthening national unity, and celebrating the resilience of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. The Emancipation Village features cultural performances, educational exhibitions, traditional cuisine, craft displays, and activities designed to celebrate the enduring legacy and contributions of people of African descent.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. And now it's time to celebrate freedom. Join the Tobago Festivals Commission for the grand finale of the 39th Annual Tobago Heritage Festival, the Emancipation Day Parade, on Saturday, August 1st from 5 p.m. Experience the vibrant sight and songs of Tobago's masqueraders, cultural groups, dancers, drummers, community organizations. Fill the streets with color, music, pride. Our route from James Park to the Milford Road Esplanade. Bring the entire family and celebrate our freedom, our resilience, our rich cultural heritage. Admission is absolutely free. Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. Follow at Tobago Festivals for more information.
You are now entering Talk City 91.1 FM.
Get ready, get excited. The Parish of Barataria invites you to our Harvest and Family Day on Sunday, August 2nd, 2026. 2 communities, 1 vibrant parish. St. Teresa's RC Barataria and Our Lady of Perpetual Help El Socorro. We kick off the day with Holy Mass at 8:30 a.m. Then stick around for a day of food, family, entertainment, and endless fun. Try your luck at Hoopla, Punchboard, Bottle Stall, Balloon Darts, Pick-a-Pop, Tin Pan Alley, and much more. Come early. Breakfast available from 7:30 a.m. Grab your lunch tickets for just $60 while they last. And yes, hot, delicious palori, fries, wings, and hot dogs will also be on sale. Satisfy your sweet tooth with cakes, sweets, ice cream, and snow cones. Browse our plants, books, stationery, tooth bagay, and fun children activities like face painting and bouncy castle. Entertainment by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Band. Parang by Voces Jóvenes, and the sweet sounds of steel from Emmanuel Joseph. And don't miss the raffles and giveaways with lots of prizes to be won throughout the day. Follow us on Instagram at St. Teresa's RCTT for updates. Share and invite everyone you know. Sunday, August 2nd, the Parish of Barataria Harvest and Family Day. Don't miss it.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At Tech, safety is our priority. Tech, the power to make it work.
Every village has a story. Every tradition has a voice. This July 16th to August 1st, discover them all at the 2026 Tobago Heritage Festival. This year's theme, Let We Tell the Whole Story, invites you to experience the customs, resilience, and rich cultural legacy that continue to define Tobago. Join us for unforgettable performances, village celebrations, and authentic cultural experiences across the island. The Tobago Heritage Festival 2026. Let we tell the whole story. Visit TobagoFestivalsCommission.com for event details.
Your news anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
The voices, the issues, the energy. Talk City 91.1 FM, leading talk radio in Trinidad and Tobago.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang. The Ground Report with Mandy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Trinidad and Tobago, we are back. Time check. It's approximately 13 minutes past your over 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our sister Isle Tobago. Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting those of you that look on to us on the World Wide Web, our podcast, right here on Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. Yes, so let's continue. Let's take these calls and then swiftly. Go ahead, caller. What's your contribution on the number one program, The Ground Report, this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning, Pitbull. Good morning, Lennox Smith and the other.
Good morning to you as well.
Okay. I listened to the video, and I want to let people in Trinidad and Tobago to know there was a doctor lawyer. I thought that was his first doctor lawyer in Trinidad. He was from Las Lomas, a kind of Punkenvine family to we. That man got a simple threat, and he didn't take it on. And in no time, his parents found him a dead body underneath in the apartment by them. That time they people in a burglar and thing. Right. So I remember the owner of Harry Creek, Mr. Suknaman, always say that. He say, never take a threat. Anyhow, always take a threat serious. I heard it. It was very serious. They had no respect for the government, no respect for my prime minister. The attorney general was in one of the highest office. Only had no respect for him, right? I support my prime minister and my government, right? And you have to take threats serious. And I don't want to hear about blue waters again, because when it didn't have blue waters, people used to boil water and drink, which is better than blue waters. So if my children or grandchildren want to buy that, then I am going to boil water, and put it to cold, which is better than blue water, because they did find bacteria in blue waters.
Any views or opinions expressed are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
All right, let me play.
I want to take this time. I want to take this time to remind your voice noters and callers that Blue Waters does business with this company. And by no means I can sit here and allow for them to destroy the business that pays us.
Understood.
Please be guided.
Please be guided. For a matter of fact, could you play that ad, please? One time, could you play that ad? At the end of the day, it's all about blue waters. Yeah, you gotta drink blue waters. Go ahead, Snipes, play that ad, please.
Blue water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you're feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water. Working posse water. School children they water. Blue water spray. Fitness posse water. The office posse water. When your posse need one, take a blue water spray. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. Take a blue water spray.
Nice. So everybody discussing the issue of the tape and all those various things and what's going on and the PDOE and all them things. All right, no problem. But actually go at someone's business. It's two different ball games.
Brand, yeah,
Brand,
it's two different ball games. That's
I want to endorse that. And I had an experience over the weekend, and I mean, it was the confluence of two inadvertency, meaning that things happen by accident. Here it is. One person called me who I revere, who I respect, and he said, "Listen," and I'm going to call his name, but just to say that. He says Miss Santa Cruz is bad talking the Prime Minister, and there's a tape going on. So I told him to send the tape for me. And at the same time, because of my concern and knowing her, and has been part and parcel of from us with us since immemorial, I thought I should call her and tell her, well, what is transpiring. And I told her, but at the same time, we had a discussion as to this tape that is circulating. So she sent me the tape. Right? So I listened to it. And then the person sent me his tape as well, claiming that Miss Santa Cruz is speaking ill of the Prime Minister, etc., etc. So then I came to the realization that both tapes were the same. So I had to call him back now and tell him, because he's convinced that was Miss Santa Cruz. I said, no, this is someone else who, and I have a copy. She, in fact, gave me a copy of that tape before you, even though it happened in a matter of minutes apart, you know. And I said, look at that. So I did, in fact, as soon as he told me, I called her. And then we had other conversations. She sent me that tape. Then he sent me his. And I realized this is one and the same tape. So I had to tell him, so those things happen.
I guess he really does not know Miss Santa Cruz.
I would want to think so, because I was surprised that he, of all persons, don't know Miss Santa Cruz and will never engage, even though no matter how the voice may be sung similar. Yeah.
Right, look, we have a call.
Let's go to call.
Yeah,
let's
so
go to call,
yes. Again, what's going on out there have nothing to do with the brand Blue Water, and you all are not in any way allowed to bring Blue Water into this. That's a company that is separate to individuals. A company have a life on its own. A company have a BRR number, a company have a NIS number, a company why.
And more so it's helping to pay the bills here.
Exactly. So
a company could sue separate from the individual.
Yeah, it's an individual and it's a recognizing law. Yes. All right, so we have a call. Let's go to the line.
Go ahead, caller.
Yeah. Morning, brothers. Morning. Now, you see, a threat is something you take serious, right? Let me say, for instance, we away from the Sabga matter now and the Hadid matter. This guy who is on our PDO, and PDO is a facility that the government have to use on a state of emergency. So the government then put something in place there that they're created to use, that is there. Ever since law was made, that was formed, and it's there to be used. For instance, Johan Hari, if he had gone by a Hindu temple, any Hindu temple in Trinidad and Tobago and disrespect them, and somebody do him something, then the post-society now, that man would have get in trouble for just doing him something. But look at the threat he made to the Hindu society in Trinidad and Tobago. So it's bigger than just one person. That voice note alone is bigger than that, right? This is just an individual, this person, which is the Prime Minister and the Attorney General. But if you interfere with these two people, you interfere with the population of Trinidad and Tobago. Because everybody now will have to be on a serious state of emergency, where there will be limited movement, all these things. So people need to understand that. Let the people use the law which is in place. It go to the court. If the court rule otherwise, well, we take it from there. Fair enough, brothers?
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And of
Yeah,
course,
man.
we cannot certify from whom the tape came. Good morning.
Correct. We can't certify that.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes. Good morning.
All right. Let's go. Let's continue.
Another one?
You know, Andy, just before you play that voice note, it's not very difficult to find out where the tape came from, right?
Yeah, it's not. All will have an IP address and all them thing, and
Yes,
so they will they will figure out where that come from. That leak.
I realize nobody not trying to push that narrative now. That is not difficult to find the origin
of it, yeah.
where it was leaked. Yeah.
Yep.
We have that technology.
And the people have to understand too, not know, but I have always in growing up know that if I'm on the phone talking to Lennox Smith, or even if I'm on the phone, and everybody knows that, talking to Snipes, director Snipes, I cannot be on the phone stating to Snipes, you see me? I'm gonna organize and kill Lennox Smith, and this and that, And remember when you're doing that, man, plenty times your parents or people that knows best will tell you, why you can't be talking them kind of talk on the phone. What you matter?
So let me give you some information. As a matter of fact, the computer system has trigger words.
Yeah.
There are words that trigger recordings.
Yeah.
Yeah, all secret.
That's part of
yeah.
every nation's national security.
Yeah.
It have words that is trigger.
The technology is that advanced. I agree with you. Having said that, of course, people talking about technology. Well, we had a test over the weekend, and I want to say I'm very thankful to Stacy, I believe it is, in Picton and John, and I think Ashid, who participated. We are using now in the night on the corridor transformation, the technology where we will bring you straight into the studio. That is courtesy our resource center on George Street. So that I want to thank Dr. Khalid for participating, as well as Fredo in MOVA. So we try to reach. You see, the SOE will finish, and we don't have the benefit of the ZOSO. So what we have decided to do is to use the technology to bring information and have a discussion, have dialogue among the various leaders, players, to tell us on a timely basis, on a real-time basis, what is happening in their respective communities, so that we can make the necessary interventions. So even where the, let's say, those providers, whether it's state or private providers, will bring them into the process as well, so that they understand what is happening in MOVA, what is happening in John, etc., so that we use the technology right there in one central place. They don't have to move, they don't have transport. All they have is a phone and, of course, an internet connection, and we'll be able to share information in that way. We have to find a way to settle this matter, simply because it's over 13,000 young persons will be out of school permanently. I'm talking about the secondary system in Trinidad as we speak. And we have to find ways and means to appease. We have to find ways and means to preempt. We have to find ways and means to develop a society where we can be tolerant of each other, where peace and security and wealth could be created without having the upsurge in violence and borderline issues, etc. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, Andy. Mike. Morning. Boy, threat is a very serious thing, you understand? And in this life, you have to take them things to consideration. Because anything is anything. Anything could happen. You understand? If a poor man do that, he wasn't getting that sweet life. They'll bench him. I'm telling you. Right now, much of them inside of it. Right now, under them same situation. In this life, you have to take threats very serious, boy. You got that money? Money says nothing. You understand? Getting the full treatment like everybody else. You understand? Give them the full treatment. And Lois to this one, and Lois the next for Richmond, and Lois up. Anything like that. Give everybody equal share. You threaten the Prime Minister, and then they get away scot-free, right?
Alright, next one. Oh boy.
Andy Williams, good morning to you, Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipe. Nigel Snipe, take 10 out of 10 for your transparent way of doing talk show program, for your balanced way with all those callers and them. Oh, look at, look at, could stop promoting Blue Waters and they buying no Blue Waters, but Blue Waters advertising and Talk City. What kind of biasness is that?
Well, that was dealt with. Nobody cannot come on this program here at all and get Blue Waters involved in the outskirts of the other things that are going on. Blue Waters, the brand Blue Waters, the water Blue Waters have nothing to do with what's going on there. And I personally, I love Blue Water. I just buy Blue Water and I will continue to buy Blue Water. Oh boy, let's continue.
Good morning to the Ground Report, Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, and Mighty God, wherever you are. I will always call on the Almighty God to shower you all with his blessings of his Son Jesus Christ and his angels to descend above your home, your family, your wife, your children, all your family that surrounds you, your neighbors, and all the supporters of the UNC government and the MPs of the UNC government and Ms. Kamala, Prime Minister Ms. Kamala Dissessa, and her family as well. I call upon you, Almighty God, to continue to give these supporters the strength to support this UNC government and to keep the ground report generating and getting the support, financial support also, to keep them on the air. Right? All my blessings, I ask God to be stored upon them, to bestow all the blessings upon them. What I want to say is, every time UNC government do something, evil, curse, satanic supporters of the PNM and the satanic Lucifer MPs of the PNM always finding a fault. They want Alexander to resign. They want the Attorney General to resign. They supposed to resign from Parliament. Picking PNM, excuse my language. I can't use nothing out of time and this. If I said something, I apologize, but I wouldn't say it purposely. They have to resign from inside there. They have no use. They're like a rotten piece of wood inside Parliament, all of them. Their mind not good. All of a sudden, it's treachery. They do nothing for this country under Lucifer, son, Rowley. 10 years, take from the poor and give the rich. You close down the refinery. You lie and say Maduro come for COVID. All that is lie. Everybody knows that Maduro is not a doctor, neither his wife, neither his children. They don't know about COVID. What messing they have for COVID? It's the oil, all the underhand deal, all the people dead in the refinery. What the refinery doing and the who brought it there? All they have to be investigated. Every one of all your MP in Parliament, PNM, all they have to be investigated. Declare all the assets. Declare all the assets. All they only come in that back. All they have no shame. All they shameless. All they them headless chicken. All they coming in Parliament. All they know nothing to see. What are they doing now? What are they doing now? Eh? What are they playing big judge and jury? And
all right, thank you. Your voice note is 4 minutes and something. You're repeating, and you don't need to go into the thing in the future. Just say good morning to all. God bless all, and then get to your story. Try to make your voice note no longer than 2 minutes, please. Now, all right, let's continue. Let's continue. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's a lot of voice notes to be played.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen. You know, this morning I am really, really confused. Where are we going? Where are we really going? We still stuck back in, I don't know, whatever days that we going on with the same dotishness over and over, and people not seem to be getting it. It is not doing anything good for us. It is not taking us anywhere. You understand? Before everybody get together and do things to make a better Trinidad and Tobago, it's the same set of dotish talk over and over. I don't have nothing to do with no race talk, you know. Because when all who call themselves racist and making racist comments could show me and tell me what race in this country do dead, that is when I will say there's a difference. When they could tell me that they don't see this race with cancer, this race with heart problem, this race with diabetes, again, it's a human race. When all of them get it, everybody going to live. They're going to have their problems and they're going to die the same way. So you know something? All you have no intentions of stopping it. So continue. And let me stand in defense of Beulah this morning. What Beulah was saying is that people are making noise about the tape being leaked. And nobody is making any drama about the context of the tape. What was said on the tape. You understand? And from what I heard, what was said on that tape, they should have never, ever let go all of them. Because, it was plain to see what they intend to. When they're doing the evil and the mischief, the brave and the bold and the powerful, but when they hold them and its consequences time, is a different story. And as for the C word, I wouldn't say, let me just say the C word that Beulah mentioned. I looked at the news last night on TV6, and there was our Honorable Prime Minister. She was talking, I don't know where or whatever it is. And she said, she's not disturbed about what they are saying about her. Because right now they should see the same, I will say, see girl from Cypria is now the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And she did not say the sea girl. She said the full word, and I don't want to say it because I tell you like earlier, but that, like guys, I don't know what kind of word, but that is what she said, you understand? And if the Prime Minister could come on the television and said it proudly that the sea girl from Cypria is now the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, what is so offensive if Beulah said it? The Prime Minister didn't say the sea, eh? She said the full word. So let me get real now. All you don't realize that them people, them Haddies and all of them, the fact that they lose control of Trinidad and Tobago driving them mad, and all you supporting them, it seems. That's what driving them crazy, you know. They can't do what they want, when they want, how they want, if they want, and get away with it no more. But nevertheless, I am supporting my government 1,000% because they are trying to fix Trinidad and Tobago, and that is what I want, a better Trinidad and Tobago. And nobody here is above the law. Blessings.
Thank you. Very good contribution. The only thing is, the Prime Minister maybe could say wherever, maybe however it go, but it's factual. The N-word, when it comes to that, cannot be used on radio. It are no ifs or buts. The C-word, it cannot, it's against the rules of that. We can play that, the Pitbull, or Mikey, or Lennox Smith, or Snipes, we cannot. We don't have that privilege. If they want that, let that right to all who broadcast that. But we know better, the law, and what is the rule.
I'm almost sure that they're going to receive letters for that. And I could guarantee you that this show is under the scope. We have people that is called the show that has made confusion on the show. You understand? So we have to be on our P's and Q's at all times. It's my job to make sure that things like these don't pass. So whatever your view is, ma'am, you are free to have your view. I have a job to do here.
It's not allowed. We know that since other radio stations you're on, we know that.
Yeah.
We know that it's not allowed. When them thing is said, letters has come from that state, and they send you the rules of words that cannot be used. Imagine it. The J Jack ASS, which is in the dictionary, it's known to be a donkey. It cannot be used too, but it's in the dictionary, but it can be used. It is what it is until
you'll be cautioned.
Yeah, until they make changes to what is the rules and what could be said on the radio or not. So long as that law is there, we can't. Yeah,
people will defend what they want to defend for their own agenda. You know?
And there is good reasons for it. And that is, if you are promoting as a entity and have the responsibility for disseminating information, it must be one that engenders harmony, goodwill, and the development of Trinidad and Tobago as a whole. So the common sense basis for that positioning and curtailment of media houses is to achieve that goal, harmony and not division. And that is why, because those terms generate a division and therefore opposed to harmony. Very, 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 very simple, people.
Audrey is saying, who gonna get letters for that, Snipes? The radio say the entity, Talk City 91.1 FM, and wherever it broadcasts any kind of words that are not supposed to be said via the airwaves or on television or on radio, however it go. Okay? So
violate the terms of the license.
Yeah.
There's a license all media houses are operating under. Courtesy, of course, TAT, Trinidad and Tobago Communications Authority.
All right, so let's continue Trinidad and Tobago. Let me finish off these voice notes. Right, and as well, you all have to remember and know that we...
I don't have time to play them games with big people.
Yeah. That we... right, let's continue. Oh, boy. I'm going to get some of those voice notes out. Oh, boy. Just as well, please... keep Blue Waters out of your mouth. It's a total different thing. And I, the Pitbull, the Ground Report, we love Blue Water. And we will continue to purchase Blue Waters.
Good morning, Mikey, Lennox, and the answer Snipes. Well, this is just my opinion, huh? Concerning the Hadiths and them, I mean, we know what has taken place, where this leaking of the information came to the public domain. So the question is actually for Lennox, if he can. Would this kind of president the case itself now, knowing that this kind of information is out in the public domain and in court now, they will say that can't be a fair trial because everybody don't know, and is anything like that could be taking place, or is just that's just going to pass through and everybody's going to just do what they have to do, in the eyes of the law? But would the lawyers be able to use that as a defense? And that's the question.
Morning, everybody here. So the hot topic is the Hadiths and the state of emergency, and of course the leaked messages. I'm not going to touch too much on the leaked messages, except to say, today is July 27th, and in 1990, a group surreptitiously, secretly, forged a plan to attack this republic and executed it. You may say, what do you mean attack the republic? They attack the parliament. The parliament is no greater representation of the republic because it is, in fact, a representation of the republic, or it's supposed to be. It's right there in the name, the House of Representatives. It represents the republic that is each and every citizen. Okay, now nobody recognize that it is really not. Okay, and I've been saying there needs to be constitutional reform to fix that. But it is what we have now, and when you attack that parliament, you attack each citizen as the republic. There's no greater example of a declaration of war than what happened in 1990. And Trinidad and Tobago responded appropriately by going to war with that threat. A state of emergency was called in reaction to that. And for many years I've asked myself, what if the government back then, some state agency, police, whoever, could have had information before and called a state of emergency before, preemptively, to prevent 1990? Could that have prevented it? That question arises today. We are at war again with an internal threat. An internal threat I call the dragon. Now, however that may manifest itself and whomever it may be involved, that dragon, that illicit trade and everything around it that has caused the blood of your sons to be spilt in the streets. When Andy asks every day about who did, that is what that is. Okay? It has fed on the blood of your sons for decades. It has literally been feeding on the Republic for decades. And finally, the Republic has decided to fight it. I think that is what is going on now. And like any war, a suspension, a temporary suspension, a limited suspension of the Constitution is going to be necessary to deal with that war. That is just the reality of things. So I think that is what is going on right now. And rightfully so, the Republic needs to debate among itself how much power we want to give up for us to effectively fight that war. That's another question.
Give me that sign and let's go for a quick break and come back after. So give me the sign.
Before we do that, we got to go here.
All right.
What is your capiche on Talk City 91.1 FM?
Nice. Give us a recap of Friday and what was the numbers that was picked and what played. And you all 4 people will get the opportunity to give us a number each, and I'm going to just pick one. Go ahead, Snipes.
Well, the numbers on Friday went as follow. Our callers gave us 21 mouth, 26 foul, 20 dog, and 31 passing man. Your capiche was 24 and 33. Our winning numbers on Friday were 30, 20, and 11. So the number 30 played twice. 20 and 11. None of our numbers came.
Wow. Hello, right to Trinidad and Tobago. What's your pick for today? Come on, 4 people. Let's get that coming. Make sure they give us winning numbers this morning. Make sure they give us winning numbers. It was a long weekend. Let's make sure people have money in the pocket today. Okay? All right, the numbers to call are 225-6644. 225-6644. And it's on the screen. And yes, we did fix the next number. So I'll show that lady not getting any calls anymore. 239-5120. 239-5120. Or you can give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053. 366-3053. Or you can also call in studio 622-4911. 622-4911. What's your pick for today?
Let's go. Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Morning.
Morning.
I give it 34.
34.
Yes.
Where's 34, Lennox?
Thank you.
Ooh.
Blind man.
Blind man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so that blind man. So
Yeah.
who go come with tape leak? Who go come with racial slurs? What?
Or you can mind your numbers from Friday?
Yeah. So let's hear. So the first number is blind man. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
My number is 13. Crapo.
Right.
Crapo. Wow.
Thank you.
13 Crapo. Come on, two more. Yes. Look, it's coming in hot and heavy on my side here. Go ahead, caller. What's your number for today?
Today, I like 27.
27 as well?
Little Snake.
Little Snake. All right, let's get the next one on my side here. Go ahead, caller. What's your number for today?
Good morning, Andy. 35.
35. Oh, boy. Where's 35?
Big Snake. 35 years for the cool.
Oh, so that's 27.
Big
and then
Snake.
35.
Yeah, 35 years for the cool. 36. 36 years.
It's 30. Oh, my years is cool, Lennox Smith. Well, let's clean up the thing.
36.
36? Oh,
Yeah,
nah,
36.
Well, right, that's 36 going good with
35. Nah, you don't say 35. You believe that?
No, I like 35.
Yeah, 35. You don't like the 35. Right? How much you get here so fast nights? Go ahead, caller. Morning.
That's it. We're looking for your copy.
Oh, it's my all right, let me hear what this caller was coming with. I'll show you what's coming with 36.
Yeah.
You know. Go ahead, caller.
Well, Andy, thanks for choosing
I
only want to play.
I never play. I never.
36.
Boy, we don't get phone numbers. Boy, we don't get phone numbers
And
already.
the man set up himself to blame you.
Yeah. Me I choose that 36 at all. Oh boy, I will wish I would have want to know what played over the weekend because I want to stick with that.
Right, let me try to get that for you quickly.
Yeah, get it for me quickly, so I will know what my capiche.
So you're assuming it's a negative. He blaming you for winning. That's bad.
Let me see.
Hey boy, give me weekend day. Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on.
Let me get that day before I go with that capiche. Yeah.
Saturday's winning numbers were 9, 6, 30, and 23.
All right, and Sunday?
And Sunday's winning numbers were 25, 17, 26, and 34.
And the same 24, some of them picking. All right, well, I stick with my two in all here. Because I ain't giving up on the bitches again. 24 and 33. Them thing in play a long time. All the check all the books. It have to play. Just like over and run down the belly and I didn't get the opportunity. Where the 6 will be 6 playing again and all kind of thing now, you know. So you see that 24 and that 33 have to come today. So where's 24 and 33, Lennox Smith? Because I ain't play months now. I ain't play a long time. What is that? Where's them two, Mark?
33 in Spider. And yeah.
24 is what? Queen?
Is that 24, is it?
24.
24.
Oh, 24?
Yeah, 24.
So 24, 24 is Queen.
And look how long Queen them play now, boy. Long time, boy. Mother's Day, all kind of thing. Mother's is Queens, and up to now, that Queen them play. The Queen must play now. All your women out there, we going and be the man today. All these queens, all these the givers of the producers. No, the men this give all the children and all this produce them. Right. That's how this going, Lennox Smith. The children is a man own and the woman is just bring it forward.
Well, so they say because it's he determines whether it's male or female.
Well, right.
Especially male. Yes.
And you all are queens. And I find like this play a man only holding back all the queens, you know. Play the woman and them. All women is queen. My mother is a queen. My sister is a queen. My niece is a queen. All women is queens. Play queen. All you hear that? Queen. Oh, 33. 33, tell me is what again?
Spider.
Yes.
Big money.
Spider, yeah, up to now, all need big money today. Big money. Nice. You can take that break and come back now. It's nice, man. No, you gotta tell me what is the marks on them.
So the numbers today go as follow: 34 Blind Man, 13 Crapo, 27 Little Snake, 35 Big Snake, and your capiche 24 and 33 for the 5th day in a row.
So people, when we come back, we may just have about 4 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're listening to Talk City 91.1 FM's Emancipation Day feature.
The influence of African heritage can be found throughout Trinidad and Tobago's culture, from language and cuisine to music, spirituality, storytelling, and festivals. African traditions have helped shape the identity of our nation. The rhythms of the drum, the vibrancy of our folk traditions, and the strength of our community values all reflect a legacy that has endured through generations. Emancipation Day provides an opportunity to celebrate these contributions and to deepen our appreciation for the rich African heritage that continues to enrich our society. As we celebrate, we recognize that preserving and passing on this heritage is a responsibility shared by all.
This Emancipation Day feature was brought to you by Talk City 91.1 FM, the heartbeat of the nation.
We were born to rise again. Rise again. Rise again. Nothing holds us down again.
your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Why is Talk City 91.1 FM the leading talk station in Trinidad and Tobago? Because nobody delivers conversations like we do. Start your mornings with Ground Report. Andy Pitbull Williams, Lennox Smith, and Nigel Snipes setting the agenda from 6 to 9 a.m. Then it's Off the Record with Stefan Reese and Mr. X, Fearless Talk, and the issues everybody's discussing. Stay connected with Sharon. Take it front with Officer Shabadi. Go beyond limits with Roland Stewart. Drive home with Heavy Duty and David Welch on Under the Radar. And wrap up your day with Kingsley and OB on The Wrap Up. Real talk, real people, real Trinidad and Tobago. Listen live on Talk City 91.1 FM and follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Talk City 91.1 FM, the #1 talk station in Trinidad and Tobago.
Beauty, heritage, power. The Ministry of Culture and Community Development presents the Miss Afro TNT pageant. Watch our queens take the stage in a dazzling celebration. African pride, culture, and elegance right here at home. Thursday, July 30th, Southern Academy for the Performing Arts. Showtime 7:30 p.m. Miss Afro TNT, where the crown meets our culture. Presented by the MCCD and the Culture Minister Michelle Benjamin.
Your afternoons just got louder on Talk City 91.1 FM. From the headlines everybody's discussing to the conversations shaping the country, Heavy Duty and David Welch are taking you under the radar. Straight talk, strong opinions, the conversations that matter. Now in its brand new drive time slot. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Politics, current affairs, trending topics, and the stories everybody's talking about. All in one place, Under the Radar, with Heavy Duty and David Welch. Weekdays 3 to 6, only on Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. Yes, at 6 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. I'm going to just throw some quick voice notes in there quick.
Yeah, they can't be breaking a sparrow alone. For low less, no land sparrow. Or a sparrow made 91, the low less 95, say 4 years old. Plenty more.
Good morning to you, panel. I'm the Lennox Knives. I like quality control program. You understand? I think you're doing a very good job. Very good job. Very good job. Yes. People know what to say out of their mouth on the program. You understand? Do not hope in the house or in the rum shop. Right? Enjoy the day, gentlemen.
Andy, good morning to you and Lennox and Snipe and everybody. Andy, I have a friend living in St. Anne's, right? Sydenham Avenue. Oh, God, Andy. To this 10 days, people up there have no water. They try it, calling for truck-bound water, and nobody's coming. And they're begging for water. What is this big Chinese man doing to these people up there? They're so study they want to get the government to get them out so you could get in the treasury. And please see what you could do for us now. They're trying to get down to Alexander and they can't get him. Please see if you could do something to help them for me, Andy. Please, thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Morning, Andy. Get man. Why do you want to know? Or who want to know where that thing come from?
You want to put a person in danger? You want to put a life people in danger? That is secret. That identity, that to safeguard the identity of a person who let go that tape. Why you all want to know that for? Why everybody want to know that for? Say what the tape said. What the tape said inside there. Why everybody concerned with the tape and who said it? Hello, way backward, you know. Thank God I don't live in that place and I take my kids out to children to my family out of there, you know. Hello, really dangerous, boy. My God.
Oh, my God, too.
Greetings and salutations. Andy and Lennox, I realize that the ground report is not highlighting certain things that making this government look bad or when the government is in the wrong. On Friday evening, the United States of America put tariffs on 60 countries, including Trinidad and Tobago. And as a result, we now have to pay 10% in taxes of exports once they reach the US border for them to enter that country. Now, what is happening here is that these tariffs could push local manufacturers out of business because now our goods have become so expensive they cannot compete with other goods coming into the United States. So I think it is time for us to look for another trading partner, whether it be CARICOM, China, Russia or some other place, because the United States, according to our Prime Minister, which is our biggest ally, right, the United States, from what they did on Friday, has proven to us that they are an unreliable trading partner, not CARICOM. And the reason that Trump gave for putting tariffs on Trinidad and Tobago is because our government has failed to secure basic trade arrangements. In other words, we borrowed so much money from the United States, we are owing them and we don't seem to be paying them back. So we have maxed out all our loan capabilities from the United States and they are retaliating. You see what happened there? You see that golden pen that Trump gave our Prime Minister? He's taking it back now. Yeah, he's taking it back. Because why we have to be idolizing Trump in this country like he is some god? And you see what happened there now? I keep saying, Trinidad and Tobago have nothing to offer USA. Why we have to keep chasing after these people for approval?
Nice. Well, it's 1 minute too, and we have to rack up. And Trinidad and Tobago, United States is Trinidad and Tobago biggest trading partner. It's what it is, you know. And on top of that, yeah, if you did mention about the borrowing, how much money that the country borrow and owing out there. What you forget to mention is the former government is where borrow the millions of dollars and have us real indebted right now. The Rowley and Stuart Young former 10 years in government, PNM government, that didn't raise old people pension, that didn't organize and pay public servants and all them things, where Kamala Prasad business and her government come in and trying to do. Yeah, the borrowing max out have everything to do with the former government. Right? So don't forget
that tariff, Andy, is for almost all the countries of the world.
It's for all the countries in the world. All right, Trinidad and Tobago after God family comes first. Be safe on the nation's roads. Coming up next is Mr. X and Stefan Rees off the record, okay? Don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with yours truly, Lennox Smith and COP. Right, Trinidad and Tobago, you all could choose any other program to look on to, on any other radio station to look on to. You all choose the Ground Report. Don't switch that dial at all. Coming up next is a big program. The next big program right after Ground Report is a big program. And then it have our next big program right after. That's Mr. X and Stefan Rees. Okay? So until tomorrow morning, please God, same time, same place. We are out of here.
Bang, bang, bang. Think deeper. Talk City 91.1 FM. Join Roland Stewart for Beyond Limits, now airing Mondays to Thursdays from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Beyond Limits is a program dedicated to nation building, overcoming challenges, inspiring resilience, and empowering persons of all abilities. Through meaningful conversations, real-life experiences, and positive solutions, the program shines a spotlight on the strength of the human spirit and the importance of creating opportunities for everyone. Inclusivity is the key. Don't miss Beyond Limits with Roland Stewart, now at its new time, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., Mondays to Thursdays, only on Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk City 91.1 FM, the voice
But Johnny,
of the
how
people.
come your house is twice the size of